Chosen one, you did two bizarre things and now someone is completely spooked. You didn't even notice. You are not here by accident, and you must not scroll past this moment because something precious is unfolding around you that you almost missed. Something that can shift your life in a way you have been praying for in silence. I am speaking to you now because you unknowingly did two things that were not ordinary, not random, and not small, and those two actions have shaken someone deeply without you even realizing it. These actions came from a place within you that carries my presence, and because of that, they carried a power that others can feel even when they cannot explain it. What is happening right now is not just about surprise or fear. It is about revelation, exposure, and the beginning of a change that will bring you into a new level of favor. Listen closely, because what you understand here will protect you, guide you, and prepare you for what is already moving toward you. Type Amen to affirm. The first thing you did was act with a calm that did not match the pressure around you, and that calm came from me, even if you did not recognize it at the time. Others expected you to react, to panic, or to break under the weight of what was happening, but you did not, and that unsettled someone more than you know. They watched you closely, trying to understand how you stayed steady when everything seemed to be shaking, and they could not find a reason that made sense to them. That calm exposed something inside you that they cannot control, and that is what frightened them. You did not even notice the moment, but they did, and it stayed in their mind long after you moved on. The second thing you did was speak or remain silent at a moment when your words or your silence carried truth, and that truth hit deeper than you realized. You either said something simple that carried weight, or you chose not to respond when they expected you to defend yourself, and that choice revealed strength. That strength is not something they can manipulate, and it broke the pattern they were used to seeing from you. They became uncomfortable because they felt that you were no longer easy to predict or influence. What you saw as a small moment was, in reality, a turning point that shifted how they see you forever. Before you continue, take a moment and show your faith by pressing like on this video, because this act opens your heart to receive what is being spoken and aligns you with the blessing that is already forming around your life. What you must understand is that these two actions were not accidents. They were signs of growth, signs that you are stepping into a different version of yourself. I have been shaping you in ways you do not always see, teaching you through quiet moments, through pain, through waiting, and through small victories that seemed insignificant at the time. Now those lessons are beginning to show, not just to you, but to others who are watching you closely. Some of them are confused, some are uncomfortable, and some are afraid because they can sense that you are changing. Type 1111 if you believe. There is someone specific who is deeply affected by what you did, and their reaction is not just surprise, it is fear mixed with curiosity. They are trying to understand how you became this way, how you stopped reacting the way you used to, and how you gained a calm and strength that they cannot shake. This person is not used to seeing you in this light, and it has disrupted their expectations completely. They may not show it openly, but inside they are unsettled because they feel that they are losing control over how they interact with you. This is not something you need to worry about. It is something you need to recognize as a sign that you are growing beyond old patterns. You must not go back to who you were just to make others comfortable, because what I am building in you requires you to move forward, not backward. There will be moments where you feel tempted to return to old reactions, to speak the way you used to speak, or to respond the way you used to respond. But you must resist that pull. The new strength in you is not loud, it is not aggressive, it is quiet and steady, and that is what makes it powerful. When you stay in that place, you carry my presence in a way that others can feel, even if they do not understand it. This situation is also revealing who is truly aligned with you and who is not. And that clarity is necessary for where you are going. Some people will feel drawn to your growth, and they will respect the change in you, while others will feel threatened and will try to test you or provoke you. You must stay grounded and remember that you are not reacting from emotion anymore, you are responding from a place of purpose. This shift will protect you from unnecessary conflict and will guide you toward the people and opportunities that are meant for you. What feels strange to you right now is actually the beginning of something stable and strong in your life. The calm you showed and the truth you carried are signs that you are stepping into a new level of authority over your own emotions and decisions. This is not something that can be taken from you unless you choose to give it away. The more you stay aware of this, the more you will see how situations begin to change around you without force or struggle. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. You are not alone in this process, even when it feels quiet or confusing, because I am with you in every moment, guiding you in ways that are often invisible. The reason you did not even notice those 2 actions is because they have become natural to you, and that is how transformation works. It does not always feel dramatic from the inside, but from the outside, it is clear and undeniable. Others can see the shift even before you fully recognize it yourself. There is a reason this message has reached you now, and it is because you are about to face more moments where your response will matter. You will be placed in situations where your calm, your silence, or your words will carry weight again, and you must remember what happened here. You are no longer reacting out of fear or confusion. You are moving with clarity and strength that comes from me. That is why someone is already shaken, because they can feel that you are not the same person anymore. This is what makes it powerful, because it is no longer something you try to do, it is something you are becoming. The person who is watching you cannot understand this change, and that is why they feel unsettled every time they think about you. They are searching for the old version of you, but they cannot find it anymore. There is a deeper reason why your silence and your calm created such a strong reaction, and it is because it removed their ability to predict you. When someone can predict your reactions, they feel a sense of control, but when that pattern breaks, they begin to feel uncertain. That uncertainty is what you are seeing reflected in their energy, even if they are trying to hide it. You may notice small changes in how they speak to you, how they look at you, or how they behave around you, and those changes are not random. They are trying to adjust to a version of you that they did not expect to exist. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. You must not misunderstand their reaction as something negative toward you, because it is actually revealing more about them than it is about you. Their discomfort is showing their need for control, their fear of change, and their inability to handle someone who is growing beyond their expectations. This is not your burden to carry, and it is not something you need to fix. Your role is to remain steady and continue moving forward in the direction I am guiding you. When you do this, you allow the situation to unfold naturally without forcing anything. There will be moments when this person may try to test you, not in obvious ways, but in subtle actions or words that are meant to see if you will go back to your old habits. They may say something that used to trigger you, or they may behave in a way that used to pull a reaction out of you. This is not by accident. It is their way of trying to understand if your change is real or temporary. You must recognize these moments and stay grounded, because every time you choose not to react the old way, you confirm that your growth is real. What you are stepping into requires consistency, not perfection, and that is something you must remember when you feel uncertain. You do not need to respond perfectly in every situation, but you must stay aware of who you are becoming. Even if you feel emotions rising within you, you have the ability now to pause, to breathe, and to choose your response instead of reacting automatically. That pause is where your strength lives, and it is where my presence is most active within you. The more you practice this, the more natural it will become. Type 222 to receive blessings. The truth is that what you did not just affect one person. It created a ripple that will continue to influence how others see you as well. People observe more than you think, even when they are silent, and your actions have started to shift the energy around you. Some will respect you more, some will feel curious, and some will feel uncomfortable, but all of them will recognize that something has changed. This is how transformation begins to shape your environment without you needing to announce it. You must also understand that this change is preparing you for something greater that is already forming in your life. The strength you showed in those moments is the same strength you will need in situations that carry more weight and more responsibility. I am not just changing how you respond, I am preparing you to handle what is coming next. If you had remained in your old patterns, you would not have been ready for what is ahead, but now you are beginning to align with it. There is also a protection in this new version of you that you must not overlook. When you remain calm and grounded, you avoid unnecessary conflict, and you prevent others from pulling you into situations that drain your energy. This is not weakness, it is wisdom, and it is something that will keep you safe in ways you may not always see. You are learning to move with intention instead of impulse, and that is a powerful shift that will guide you through challenges without breaking you. The person who is feeling unsettled may eventually try to come closer to understand you better, or they may create distance because they feel unsure of how to approach you now. Either way, their reaction is not something you need to control or manage. Your focus must remain on your own growth and your connection with me. When you stay focused on that, everything else will fall into place without you needing to force it. Is it time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? A newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming people overnight. Scientifically proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to attract money naturally. People who were once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and travel. But this secret may not stay online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed. There is a quiet confidence growing inside you, and it is different from anything you have felt before. It is not loud or demanding, it is steady and peaceful, and it does not need validation from others. This confidence comes from knowing that you are changing in the right direction, even if you cannot see the full picture yet. The more you trust this process, the stronger that confidence will become. You may not have noticed those 2 actions when they happened, but now you can see that they were not small or insignificant. They were moments that revealed who you are becoming, and they showed others that you are no longer the same. This is something to embrace, not something to question or doubt. The path you are on is leading you toward a version of yourself that is stronger, wiser, and more aligned with the life you are meant to live. Stay aware of your responses in the days ahead, because there will be more moments where your calm and your truth will stand out. These moments are opportunities for you to continue growing and to solidify the change that has already begun. You do not need to force anything, you simply need to remain present and intentional in how you move. It is the result of quiet transformation, of moments where you chose peace over reaction and truth over confusion. The person who feels shaken is not just reacting to what you did, they are reacting to what they feel when they are around you now. They sense a shift in your energy, a steadiness that was not there before, and it makes them question everything they thought they understood about you. This is where you must remain careful, not fearful, but aware, because growth always reveals what was hidden in others. When you begin to change, you unknowingly shine a light on the patterns and intentions of those around you, and not everyone is comfortable with that light. Some people will feel exposed without you saying a single word, and that is exactly what is happening now. The calm you showed and the truth you carried acted like a mirror, reflecting something back to them that they were not ready to face. This is why they feel uneasy, because your change has interrupted something within them that was once stable. Type 555 to affirm. You may start to notice that this person becomes quieter around you or more watchful, as if they are trying to understand you without being obvious. This is not your imagination, and it is not something to dismiss. They are studying you now, observing how you move, how you speak, and how you respond, because they are trying to regain a sense of control that they feel slipping away. What they do not understand is that your growth is not something they can measure or predict, because it comes from a place that is beyond their influence. There is also a shift happening inside you that will become more noticeable as you move forward. You will find that situations that once overwhelmed you no longer have the same effect, and moments that once demanded your attention now feel smaller and less significant. This is not because those situations have changed, but because you have. You are no longer reacting from the same place, and that is changing how everything feels to you. This is a sign that you are moving into a higher level of awareness and control over your own emotions. What you must hold on to is the understanding that your strength is not in proving anything to anyone, but in staying aligned with the peace that is growing within you. There will be moments when you feel the urge to explain yourself, to justify your actions, or to make others understand your change, but you must resist that urge. Not everyone needs to understand you, and not everyone will. Your transformation is not for their approval, it is for your purpose. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. The person who feels unsettled may eventually try to break your calm in subtle ways, not because they want to harm you, but because they are trying to make sense of what they feel. They may ask questions that seem simple but carry deeper intention, or they may bring up situations from the past to see how you respond. These are moments where your awareness will be tested, and your response will matter more than your words. When you remain steady, you send a message without speaking, and that message is that you are no longer controlled by the same things. You must also recognize that your silence is not weakness, it is clarity. When you choose not to respond to something that does not deserve your energy, you are protecting your peace. This is a lesson that many struggle to learn, and it is one that will set you apart as you continue to grow. You are learning to move with intention, to speak when it matters, and to remain quiet when it does not. This balance is what gives your presence its strength. There is something else happening that you may not have considered, and it is the way your change is affecting your own thoughts. You are beginning to see situations more clearly, without the emotional weight that once clouded your judgment. This clarity is allowing you to make better decisions, to see through distractions, and to focus on what truly matters. It is not just changing how others see you, it is changing how you see yourself and the world around you. The path you are on will continue to challenge you, but not in the way it used to. The challenges will now be about maintaining your peace, staying grounded in your growth, and not allowing old patterns to pull you back. You will have opportunities to react the way you used to, and those moments will feel familiar, almost comfortable. But you must remember that comfort is not always aligned with growth, and returning to old habits will only slow down what is already unfolding in your life. Why is the government trying so hard to hide this 7-second brain ritual? A major CIA leak has exposed a short brain practice that is helping ordinary people clear debt and welcome wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning financial struggles into better lives. New homes, vehicles, and vacations are becoming possible. But this secret could be pulled down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There is a quiet authority developing within you, and it does not need to be announced or displayed. It shows in how you carry yourself, how you respond, and how you choose where to place your energy. This authority is not given by others. It is something that grows within you as you align with truth and clarity. The more you trust this, the more natural it will feel, and the less you will feel the need to seek validation from anyone else. The person who feels shaken is also going through their own process, even if they do not realize it. Your change is forcing them to confront something within themselves, and that can be uncomfortable. They may not know how to respond to this, and their actions may seem confusing at times. But you must not take their reaction personally, because it is not about you, it is about what your growth is revealing to them. As you continue forward, you will begin to notice that your presence has an effect on situations before they even unfold. There will be moments where tension fades when you remain calm, or where confusion clears when you speak with clarity. This is not something you need to force. It is something that will happen naturally as you stay aligned with who you are becoming. This is the power of quiet transformation. It changes things without needing attention. Stay grounded in this process, because it is leading you somewhere that requires exactly what you are learning now. Every moment of calm, every choice to remain steady, and every decision to act with clarity is building something within you that cannot be easily shaken. You are becoming someone who can handle more, see more, and move with purpose instead of reaction. You are starting to carry a presence that does not react quickly, that does not break easily, and that does not seek approval before it stands in truth. This is why the person who is watching you feels unsettled, because they are witnessing something they cannot influence. They are seeing a version of you that is no longer shaped by their expectations. This kind of transformation always creates distance between who you were and who you are becoming, and that distance can feel strange at times. You may find yourself thinking differently, responding differently, and even feeling disconnected from certain patterns that once felt normal. This is not loss, it is growth, and it is necessary for what is ahead. When you outgrow old reactions, you also outgrow the environments and behaviors that fed those reactions. That is why things around you may begin to feel unfamiliar, even if nothing on the surface has changed. Type 1212 to claim miracles. There is something happening within the other person that you must understand without becoming involved in it. They are trying to process what they felt in those moments when you acted differently, and it has created a sense of uncertainty in them. They are replaying those situations in their mind, trying to understand how you stayed calm, how you did not react, and how you carried yourself with a quiet strength. This replay is not just curiosity, it is a sign that your actions disrupted something they relied on. They no longer feel secure in how they read you, and that lack of certainty is what is unsettling them. You must not allow their confusion to pull you back into explaining yourself or proving anything. Your growth does not need explanation, and it does not need approval. The more you try to make others understand, the more you risk losing the clarity that is forming within you. Stay grounded in what you know, even if others do not see it yet. This is where your strength will continue to build, not in being understood, but in remaining steady. There will be moments where their behavior may seem inconsistent, where they move closer one moment and pull away the next. This is because they are trying to figure out how to approach you now that you are different. They may test your boundaries without realizing it, or they may try to bring up old patterns to see if you will fall back into them. You must stay aware of these moments, not with fear, but with clarity. Each time you respond with calm and truth, you reinforce the new path you are on. Type Amen to affirm. You are also being protected in ways you cannot fully see right now, because your new way of responding is creating a barrier against unnecessary conflict. When you do not react the way others expect, you remove their ability to pull you into situations that drain your energy. This is not something that happens by accident. It is part of the wisdom that is growing within you. You are learning to choose your battles, and more importantly, you are learning when not to engage at all. There is a quiet shift happening in how others perceive you as well, and this will become more visible as time goes on. People who once overlooked you will begin to notice you differently, not because you are trying to be seen, but because your presence is changing. There is a steadiness in you now that draws attention without effort, and that attention will bring both respect and curiosity. Some will admire it, while others will feel challenged by it, but all of them will recognize that something is different. Do you know why everyone is talking about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave technique leaked from the CIA is changing lives around the world. Backed by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you are seeing this, you are very lucky, because the page may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is deleted. You must also recognize the role of patience in this process, because not everything will change at once. There will be moments where you feel like nothing is happening, where everything seems quiet and still. But even in those moments, something is being built within you that will reveal itself at the right time. Growth does not always feel exciting. Sometimes it feels slow and unnoticed, but that does not mean it is not happening. The person who feels unsettled may eventually show signs of their discomfort more openly, or they may continue to hide it behind normal behavior. Either way, their reaction is not something you need to manage. Your focus must remain on your own path, because that is where your peace and clarity come from. When you stay focused on your growth, you avoid being pulled into unnecessary distractions. There is also a deeper level of awareness opening up within you, and it will help you see through situations more clearly. You will begin to notice intentions behind actions, patterns behind behavior, and truth behind words. This awareness is not meant to make you suspicious, but to make you wise. It will help you navigate relationships and situations without being easily influenced or misled. As you continue forward, you will find that your reactions become more intentional, your words become more measured, and your silence becomes more powerful. This is not something you need to force. It will happen naturally as you stay aligned with the growth that has already begun. You are becoming someone who does not need to react quickly, because you understand the value of waiting and choosing the right moment. This process is shaping you for something that requires stability, clarity, and strength, and that is why these changes are happening now. You are being prepared to handle situations that carry more weight, and your current growth is building the foundation for that. If you had not changed, you would not be ready. But now you are beginning to align with what is ahead. The two things you did were not random, they were signs that you are stepping into a new level of control over your emotions and your responses. This control is not about holding everything in, it is about choosing how you express yourself in a way that aligns with truth. The more you practice this, the more natural it will feel, and the less you will feel the need to react impulsively. Stay grounded in this transformation because it is leading you into a place where your presence will carry weight without effort. You will not need to prove yourself, explain yourself, or defend yourself the way you once did. Your actions and your energy will speak for you, and that is something that cannot be easily challenged. The person who has been unsettled by you is still trying to understand what shifted, and they may begin to act in ways that reveal more of their inner thoughts. You may notice them watching you more closely, speaking more carefully, or even avoiding certain topics that once felt easy. This is because your presence now carries a level of clarity that makes it harder for them to hide behind old patterns. You are not exposing them by force, you are exposing them simply by being who you are becoming. That is the power of transformation that is rooted in truth. Type 1010 if you trust God. There is also something happening within your own heart that you must not ignore, because it is guiding you toward a deeper understanding of yourself. You are beginning to feel a stronger sense of peace in moments where you once felt chaos, and that peace is not coming from your circumstances, it is coming from within you. This is how you know that your foundation is changing, because it is no longer dependent on what is happening around you. When your peace is internal, it cannot be easily shaken by external situations. You may also feel a distance growing between you and certain conversations or environments that once felt normal. This is not because you are becoming disconnected, but because you are becoming more aware of what aligns with your growth and what does not. There will be things that no longer feel right to engage in, and you must trust that feeling instead of questioning it. This is part of the guidance you are receiving, and it is helping you move away from what drains you and toward what strengthens you. Type 222 to receive blessings. The person who feels unsettled may eventually reach a point where they either accept your change or resist it more strongly. If they accept it, they may begin to approach you with more respect, more caution, and a different kind of awareness. If they resist it, they may try harder to pull you back into old patterns, not out of malice, but out of discomfort. Either way, their response is not your responsibility, and it is not something you need to control. What matters is how you continue to respond, because your consistency will define the direction of your growth. If you remain steady, calm, and aligned with truth, you will continue to move forward without being pulled back. But if you allow old reactions to take over, even for a moment, you may feel yourself slipping into patterns that no longer serve you. This is why awareness is so important, because it allows you to catch those moments before they take hold. There is also a strengthening happening within you that goes beyond emotional control, and it is beginning to shape your identity in a deeper way. You are not just learning how to respond differently, you are becoming someone who carries a different kind of energy. This energy is not loud or forceful, but it is steady and undeniable. It is the kind of presence that does not need to prove itself, because it is rooted in something deeper than surface reactions. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method, now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. As this continues, you will find that your confidence begins to grow in a quiet and natural way. You will not feel the need to explain yourself or seek approval, because you will know within yourself that you are moving in the right direction. This confidence is not based on what others think, but on what you know to be true within you. It is a confidence that comes from alignment, not from validation. The person who feels shaken may also begin to reveal parts of themselves that you had not seen before. This is because your change is creating a space where truth becomes harder to hide. They may express thoughts or feelings that seem unexpected, or they may act in ways that show their uncertainty more clearly. You must observe these moments without judgment, because they are revealing what was always there, just hidden beneath the surface. There will also be moments where you feel tempted to step back into familiar behaviors, not because you want to, but because they feel easier. Growth can feel uncomfortable at times, and returning to old patterns can feel like relief in the moment. But you must remember that what feels easy is not always what is right for your growth.